part 3, shlok number 51. Tad vairagya api dosh bijakshye kavalyam. By giving up even these parts comes the destruction of the very seed of evil, which leads to Kevalya. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. He attains aloneness, independence, and becomes free. When one gives up even the ideas of omnipotence and omniscience, there comes entire rejection of enjoyment, of the temptations from celestial beings. When the yogi has seen all these wonderful powers and rejected them, he reaches the goal. But are all these powers simply manifestations? They are no better than dreams. Even omnipotence is a dream, it depends on the mind. So long as there is a mind, it can be understood, but the goal is beyond even the mind. Sthanup निमंत्रणे संगस्म या करणम पुनर्निष्ठ प्रसंगात. The yogi should not feel allured or flattered by the overtures of celestial beings for fear of evil again. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. There are other dangers too. Gods and other beings come to tempt the yogi. They do not want anyone to be perfectly free. They are jealous just as we are, and worse than us sometimes. They are very much afraid of losing their places. Those yogis who do not reach perfection die and becomes God, leaving the direct road. They go into one of the side streets and get these powers. Then again they have to be born, but he who is strong enough to withstand these temptations and go straight to the goal becomes free. Third, shlok number 53. Shanat Karmayo Sanyam Dvi Vekajam Jnanam. By making samyama on the particle of time and its precession and succession comes discrimination. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. How are we to avoid all these things, these devas and heavens and powers? By discrimination, by knowing good from evil. Therefore, a samyama is given by which the power of discrimination can be strengthened. This is by making a samyama on a particle of time and the time preceding and following it. Shlok number 54. Jati Lakshan Deshair Anya Tanav Vachedad Tulya Yo Tataha Pratipattihi. Those things which cannot be differentiated by species, sign and place, even they will be discriminated by the above samyama. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The misery that we suffer comes from ignorance, from non-discrimination between the real and the unreal. We all take the bad for the good, the dream for the reality. Soul is the only reality and we have forgotten it. Body is an unreal dream and we think we are all bodies. This non-discrimination is the cause of misery. It is caused by ignorance. When discrimination comes, it brings strength and then alone can we avoid all these various ideas of bodies, heavens and gods. This ignorance arises through differentiating by species, sign and place. For instance, take a cow. The cow is differentiated from the dog by species. Even with the cows alone, how to do we make the distinction between one cow and another by signs? If two objects are exactly similar, They can be distinguished if they are in different places. When objects are so mixed up that even these differentiati will not help us, the power of discrimination acquired by the above mentioned practice will give us the ability to distinguish them. The highest philosophy of the yogi is based upon this fact that the Purusha is pure and perfect and is the only simple that exists in this universe. The body and mind are compounds, and yet we are ever identifying ourselves with them. This is the great mistake that the distinction has been lost. When this power of discrimination has been attained, man sees that everything in this world, mental and physical, is a compound and as such cannot be the Purusha. Third, slok number 55. Tarakam sarva vishayam sarvatha vishayam akramam cheti vivekajam jnanam. The saving knowledge is that knowledge of discrimination which simultaneously covers all objects in all their variations. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Saving because the knowledge takes the yogi across the ocean of birth and death, the whole of Prakriti in all its states, subtle and gross, is within the grasp of this knowledge. There is no succession in perception by this knowledge. It takes in all things simultaneously at a glance. Part 3, श्लोक नंबर 56. सत्व पुरुषयो शुद्धि साम्ये कैवल्यमिति इति पतंजलि विरचिते योग सूत्रे तृतीयो विभूति पादः. By the similarity of purity between the sattva and the purusha comes kaivalya. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. When the soul realizes that it depends on nothing in the universe, from gods to the lowest atom, that is called Kaivalya, isolation and perfection. It is attained when this mixture of purity and impurity called Sattva intellect has been made as pure as the Purusha itself. Then the Sattva reflects only the unqualified essence of purity, which is the Purusha.